Hey, everyone. Hello. It's Wednesday. And how are you doing? How would you like to make sure that when you get those leads in your inbox, what are you going to do with them? What might you do with them? When your leads appear in your social media feed, on your stories, they fill your top of your funnel. What are your expectations? Are you going to just they're looking for you? Are you just going to be there looking at them? There is a way to take care of all those persons that's going to be showing up for you, want to know what you have to offer, want to know what you have to offer them. And so we're going to talk about today what we do after those leads are showing up for us. So if you're going to be watching me live, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're going to be watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from as well. I definitely will come back and give you a shout out. But it's so important for us to know that when these people show up for us, we need to be showing up for them. And there is a way and to show up for the our leads, we call them, because out of those leads, we are looking for our perfect prospect. We're going to talk about that today. But before, if we have not met, then my name is Yvette Garel. Just like you to know that I am here as your coach, as your to help you to leverage social media, taking your business online, and just doing the things that you want to do best for your business, leveraging those skills. So if you're a network marketer, uh, direct salesperson, an MLM person, a home-based business owner, these skills are going to work for you as well because I have used them. I've been using them and they're working for me. Now, I'm not coming here to share anything with you that hasn't worked. Definitely, you need to try it for yourself. Definitely, these are proven strategies that I'm teaching you or I'm sharing with you. So let us leverage the power of social media together and let our business go up the roof, strive. And so today we're going to talk about it's lead generation, that big topic everybody's floating around. Oh, lead generation. We already talked about what that is, right? Generating leads, generating people, taking a look at your stuff. What do we do to get people to take a look at our stuff? We talked about that already. We talked about our stories. We talked about our posts, what our content look like, whether it's an image or a lifestyle reels. Yeah, we talked about those. People are looking at your stuff. Those are leads. Hey, they're looking and they're not only looking, they're commenting. They're giving you the loves, they're giving you the likes, they're giving you the wow, they're giving you the sad face, or they're leaving a comment. All of those persons are your leads, but none of those persons are really your perfect prospect. So, how do we actually move them through the funnel to get them to have a conversation with? We want to take them to the funnel because we want to know if what we have to offer, if that's what they're looking for. Huh? Because they want to know what's in it for them. Okay. So here we go. So now that you have had these leads, now what do you do with them? They effortlessly raise their hands. It's like, hey, I'm over here. I need some help. Can you help me out? And you raise your hand. Hey, I'm here. Let's chat. Huh? Let's have a conversation. So your leads come in your inbox, and the first thing you want to do is to make some contact. Oh, absolutely. When you post your stories, people comment on your stories, whether you do the poll or the question, or you just post a story of your day-to-day activity, and somebody comment and maybe they send you a little some love, some like, whatever the case is. You go down your list. You have already recorded those names. And there's a tool that you can use to help you to manage those lists. Another day we're going to talk about that. And that is Trello. Trello board. You can use that is a you can download the Trello app and you can use that as your to organize your leads. Maybe you have one that it's by card. So we're going to go through that another day. But that is just an organization tool that you can use for just about everything that you have to organize, whether it's your school, whether it's your education, whether it's your home life, doctor's appointments, bills, you name it. The Trello is really cool for that. So we are saying now that our leads, we have them. Okay, we have 150, 200, or 52 or one. Doesn't matter. What are you going to do with that person? Those are persons. Those are not sticks and stones. They are persons. So behind the camera here, I'm speaking to, right? There are some people, okay, that are listening to me. There are some people that want to hear what I have to say. There are some people. So we must always be reminding ourselves that, yes, we might be looking at the camera, but we are talking to some people over there. So when you get on your Facebook Live, when you get on your live stream, and we say, hey guys, I have, this is what I'm doing. And this is, these are some of the things that I think might be able to help you. You might want to check this out. Always remember that you're speaking to people. You might not be seeing anyone, but you have to remember that there are people that are watching or they're going to be watching later on. Okay, so I am speaking to my people today. So what you do after you have gathered all these leads and you have written them down on a sheet of paper or your notebook or in your computer in your Excel spreadsheet, and you're going to set up a system. It's so important that you organize these leads. You have a spreadsheet, or as I said, you could use a Trello board, or you could set it up, and they have other tools that you can use to set it up. Of course, you can choose anyone that you want, anyone that you're comfortable working with, but that is important because you must remember that these leads are going to continually come in because it is so important that networking takes place. Okay, so yeah, you go out, you meet someone, and they want to know. Yeah, they all come in the top of your funnel. So that is always because if you allow your funnel to go dry, then what are you going to be talking with? What are you going to be wanting to look at your stuff? Yeah, so there's always the top. You have to always fill it up, keep it going, keep it flowing, keeps people coming to check you out, building your following, building your audience, building, growing, building up with those people, networking. Hey, you want to check out those people over there, whether through groups or lists or it doesn't matter, but they're gonna all fall in the top of your funnel, and then now you have to process them through. All right, so what are you gonna do after they drop in your funnel, after they have opted in or made a comment on your story or wherever? Because remember now, these leads are effortlessly raising their hands and said, hey, I'm over here. What might you do to help to see what you are looking for your personal prospect? Are you just going to raise your hand and say, hey, I'm over here too? No, you got to take some action. So the first thing you want to do is to communicate. You want to have the list. You want to each person, you want to communicate. You want to communicate with that person. You want to make sure that you reach out. Say, hey, thank you for making your lovely comment on my page. Thank you for whatever the comment was, or thank you for visiting. However it was, you want to thank the person. You want to turn that down, Ma? Please turn that down. Okay, you're gonna be nice to turn that down. Okay, so you want to communicate with the person, however you want to do the communication, but you now have a special person in your thing. You're gonna go back upstairs, or you're gonna turn it down. Which one? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Now I have my boss over here, but she's a little loud, so I have to ask her to turn it down. Okay? I turn down a little bit more. Okay, so you're gonna communicate. So communication is key. Now I'm over here communicating with my boss because she came to visit. That's my boss right there. That's my granddaughter. She came to visit. So we're gonna communicate, right? Touch base with them. It's just like you haven't seen your friend for a long time, and you pick up the phone and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Like I did this morning. This young lady and myself, we went to a college together in the 70s, 4-year college. So we spent 4 years at this institution. She was my friend. She was my we walk together. We go from school together. We go from classes together. We do everything together. We eat our lunch. And so I keep contact with her. But recently, the pandemic and everything has kind of changed around a little bit. It wasn't as frequently. So Now I'll be like, man, that's my friend. That's my used to be my confidant, and we did everything together. My Malia, you can't be making that noise. Thank you. We did everything together, so I had to reach out to her, like, hey, how you doing? We're trying to keep this thing communication going. So now we want it more frequently because we like to talk about the good old days. I don't know about you. So the communication, touch base. But for your leads, you're gonna touch base with them, find out how they're doing, how the family's doing, how, what's going on in their part of the world. Share some love. You want to build the relationship. Number two. So you're going to communicate, and through your communication, you're going to build the relationship. So it might take a week, it might take 2 weeks, it might take 10 weeks, whatever your time frame, but have a strategy going forward. Okay, now, so depending on your lead, they might start asking question right away, but you still have to build a relationship. Now remember, you are in control. Okay, so you now have to you have to turn that down a little bit more. You have to let guide the conversation. Okay, because now when people are eagerly want to know, oh, well, we want to know what you're doing, and now you have to temper it down, because now you have your strategy. You have to know how now to proceed, because it doesn't matter. You choke you cannot afford to choke them with the information, because now they might not know anything about you're talking about. So you have to educate, you have to inform. And so based upon the person, then you will know how to proceed. But you've got to have strategy. Malia, turn that down. Thank you. You have to have a strategy. Okay, so you're going to communicate. Now in the communication process, you're going to be asking a lot of questions, so you build in the relationship. You want to let you get to know them, then they get to know you. So then you, in your qualification or qualifying the lead, those are some of the things you want to deal with. You're going to ask these questions. You're going to find out what the person is looking for, because some people might not be looking for what you have, and you might not be looking for that particular person. Okay, so you now have to qualify the lead. You now have to qualify the lead. You now have to, ensure that now this is somebody that you want to talk to. So ask all those questions. You got to, dig and listen. Okay, so one, you got to communicate. That's a huge umbrella that all of this falls under. What are you going to do? You're going to build a relationship. You're going to ask the questions. You have to listen to what the person is saying, so you can now have follow-up questions. Listen, that's so key, because sometimes, because we are eagerly want to, present our offer or talk about our products, we're not listening to what they are saying to us, and so eventually we lose them. Okay, now, so that's key. Listen, and don't be so eager to want to puke up on these people per se. Just listen, because you might be able to help them, but some people will take a longer time than others. So listening is key right there. Before you even pop the question, to ask a person if they would be open to take a look at what you have to offer, you got to know what they're looking for, what's going on in their world. You'll get a sense, or you get a feel to know that this is somebody who can handle what you have to offer, or want to be a part of what you have to offer anyway, or want to even continue to hear from you. But even though that might they might not show any interest in the first place, like on the first occasion, you continue to show love, continue to embrace them, continue to drip on them, continue. So you could put them in a group and you continue to feed them. You could put them, maybe a part of your email marketing program, and continue to feed them. So there's a process. And this lead generation, yeah, some people fall right through your funnel just like that. Boop, 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 because they know exactly what they want. They go after it. Some people, you have to work with them a little harder. So today I wanted to talk with you how, after you have effortlessly collected these leads, exactly what happens, because they're raising their hands, you're raising your hands. Now there's a work to be done. Okay, so I want you to take into consideration all these things that we've been doing on lead generation, how we generate our leads, how, what happens, where they come from, and so we want to now qualify them as they go through the funnel, different stages. As they go down, we want to now see if they're going to be our perfect prospect. And then they're going to become either a business partner or a customer, or, just maybe a good friend. Who knows? Because they can give you provide referrals for you. So somebody might be like, oh, well, that's not for me, but I know someone who I can share the information with. Now, there you go. So never discount your leads, never disqualify the person, never prejudge the person or the persons that come in here, because each person, they come there for a reason. They visit your page for a reason. They check mark on your stories or look at your content. I can tell you, because I love to travel, okay? And when I travel and I post my pictures, where I've been and so on and so forth, sometimes on the at the place where I'm at, I stream live and let people know what's going on in this part of the world. And I'm telling you, I get a lot of comments. Where are you? Where are you? Where? And I go to this particular place over and over again, and they'll be like, "Where are you at now?" And sometimes I'm not even there, but they feel I'm there because, yeah, they know that I love to travel. And that's why I made travel a part of my portfolio, my business portfolio. Yeah, because if I'm going to do it anyway, then I might as well share it with the world. I'm doing it. And you can also, do it as well. Everybody loves to travel. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're going to go. If you're just going to move from here to there, everybody loves to travel. So when I share that, people are like, oh, where's she at now? And some of them will call me, where are you? I'll get comments. Where are you at? Which place is that? So then those are my people that are following me. And those persons, they can share the information with somebody else, and they will want to follow me as well. And so we build the following. So it doesn't matter if they don't become my perfect prospect, they become my good followers, and because they want to know what I'm doing, they're in my audience and they're sharing and they're liking and they're commenting, and that helps to build the network. All right, my friends, so today was Wednesday, and remember, now we were looking at how we can, when these people effortlessly get into our, yes, I got it for you, when they effortlessly get in our inbox on social media, what we're going to do with them. And so we have talked about what we would do with them. Now it's your time to go out there and put this into action and get um, find your perfect prospect. Find what you're looking for, because they are out there raising their hands. You're raising your hand, and now you made the connection. Go for it. So go crush it. Go make something happen for you today. Get your leads, qualify them, communicate with them, and get them in your inbox. And we'll talk on Friday. See you then. Bye. As always, of course, I offer you um, free 10-day training, or we have a special going on that as always, I give you what I have to offer, is something that can help you. And for more details, always, you want to always check in with Yvette Guerrero online on Facebook. And there is a special offer that I have available. I'll definitely post the link on top of this live as soon as it's posted, or in the comments. So check back, and it's going to be there, where there's a special offer for you right now that you can get up close and dive into much deeper details that I'm giving you, in addition to what I'm giving you. And let's get on this journey together. I want to take everybody with me. I don't want to leave anybody behind. So come on, let's go. And I'll see you on Friday.